Ooh. All right, everybody, good morning. If it's driving you crazy seeing these two pictures and they don't look even, they actually are even, but it's like the plants are hanging at different levels, so they look like they're not even. But this house is a little crooked anyway. So, um, anyway, thank you for being here today. My name is Andrea, and I think all of you are pretty regular students of this class. So you kind of know the drill, but I just like to remind everybody anyway to honor your body. Don't do anything that hurts or is painful. Um, and, just feel where you're at today and go with that because it might be different than it was yesterday or last week. So, and also just the most important thing is to keep your body in alignment, that you're not locking your knees, you're keeping your core engaged, and also that you are maintaining your breath throughout class. The most important part, that you're allowing your breath to flow freely and you're not holding it at all. So I think that that's it. So far, the class that's happening at the Babe James Center is going really well. I forget how many people they had this last week, but it was a pretty good number, and just nice to be able to be together in person. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Just bring your knees to stack over your ankles. Your feet are about hip width distance apart, and take your back slightly away from the back of the chair so you're not, leaning on the back of your chair, and your chin is slightly tucked. Bring your palms to your lap in a receiving position. And then from here, just before you close your eyes, begin to take some long, deep breaths. And then as you feel ready, gently allow the eyes to close. And as you breathe here, do a body scan from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Breathing a little more deeply into any places that feel tight or sore. Take a moment as you breathe to observe your mind. Observe your energy today too. And as we move and breathe throughout class today, Try to be as present as you can be with your body, not getting lost in thoughts. And if you do find that that happens, just acknowledge it and then come back to the moment without judgment. Take a moment here too to feel what it is that your body needs today. Why have you come to this class, to this space? What is it that you need to receive? Or what is it that you need to leave here today? And now bring your hands to heart center and rub the palms together vigorously. And then bring the hands to stillness, pushing the thumbs right in at your breastbone, and bow your head towards your heart. And take another few deep breaths here. And if you would like to set an intention for yourself for this class today, or dedicate the fruits of this practice to someone, take a moment to do so. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release your hands back down to your lap, but keep the eyes closed. And if you've opened them, reclose them. And we're just going to do a little bit of eye yoga here before we get into moving the rest of our body. So with the eyes gently closed, move the eyes behind the eyelids from left to right. Bring the eyes back to center. They're still closed. And then from here, with the eyes still closed, move them up and down behind the eyelids about 10 times. Good. Bring the eyes back to stillness at center. And now take the eyes around in circles in one direction, about 5 times one way, and then 5 times the opposite way. Good. And then bring your eyes back to stillness at center. Take a breath. And then gently open the eyes and allow your eyes to adjust again to the light and to the space around you. Good. Inhale. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders, tilt your head to the left. And if you'd like to deepen this stretch, extend your right arm out to the side and gently place your left hand on the side of your head, not pushing, but just sort of giving it some extra weight. Inhale the head back to center. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale, lower the right ear down towards the right shoulder, making sure that you're not scrunching the shoulders up to meet the ear. And then if it feels good to you to deepen that stretch, go ahead and do so. And then gently release that stretch, bring the head back to center. Inhale deeply here. Exhale as you lower the chin down towards the chest, and then move your head from side to side, releasing the back of the neck. Bring your chin back to your chest. Inhale as you take your head all the way back. And you can stay like this, or if it feels okay to move your head gently from side to side, go ahead and do that, opening up the front of the throat. And then bring your head back to a centered, neutral position. Good. Okay. I kind of like to warm up the neck a little bit before we get into anything else. So let's go ahead and either stand up, or you're welcome to remain seated for our sun salutations. So feet are about hip width distance apart for this. Keep a bend in your knees. Keep your belly engaged. Roll those shoulders back, but keep them relaxed. Hands at your side, palms facing forward. Inhale as you reach the arms up overhead, stretching up. And then exhale, come folding forward, keeping a bend in those knees. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, come halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, release. Stretching out the backs of the legs. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands coming to heart center. Good, we'll do 5 of these total, so 4 more. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. Again, inhaling. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, hands come to heart center, making space in the body as you inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release in the backs of the legs. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. Step the feet out a little bit wider than your chair now. And then we're just going to kind of warm up the torso a little bit here. So we're going to lean to the right. And as you do that, you're going to bring your left fingertips up into your armpit and then come back to center and then do the opposite on the other side. So inhale to center, exhale, lean to the right, inhale, center, exhale, left. Inhale, center, exhale, left. One more time to each side. And inhale, come on up to center. Good. Roll those shoulders back. Do a little twist to each side. Roll the shoulders back again. And then come on back down to seated. All right. And from here, rub your hands together again. Bring the hands to the back of the neck and give it a little squeeze. And now bring your fingertips up to your jaw. Gently massage your jaw in little circles. And open and close the mouth a few times to release your jaw. Good. Squeeze your chin. Squeeze your cheeks. Gently massage your temples in little circles. Tap your forehead. And then gently tap or massage your entire scalp from the very crown of your head all the way down to the sides and back behind. Tap your collarbone, your chest plate. Good, and then lower your hands down to your lap. Open your mouth really wide and stick out your tongue. And then take your tongue back in. Do that a couple more times. Good, and give your earlobes a gentle tug. Gently pinch along both ears. Good, drop your hands back down to your lap and take a breath here, feeling your entire face and head energized. Warmed up. Good. All right, we're moving down into the shoulders now. So bring your hands into fists with your thumbs tucked in to your fingers. And then making big circles with your arms in one direction. Just move the arms in circles about 10 times. And if you have any kind of rotator cuff injury or shoulder injury, just keep the arms low. So you don't have to go all the way up and around. But if it feels okay, do so. Kind of lost count here. Let's do about 3 more times in this direction. And then the opposite direction about 10 times. Last time around this way. And exhale. Release the arms, roll the shoulders back. Shake out the hands a little bit. And tilt the head from side to side, releasing that exercise. Inhale, take both arms out to the side. Exhale, cross the right elbow over the left. And you can either bring your hands down to give yourself a hug here, or point the fingertips up towards the ceiling with the palms facing each other or the hands back to back. Take a few deep breaths here into your right shoulder. And on the next exhale, drop your hands, but keep your arms crossed, giving yourself a big hug here. And then from here, gently tilt from side to side. Beginning to open up the upper back. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release the arms out to the side again. And now cross the left elbow over the right in front of you, bringing your fingertips once again to either point up or just keeping the hands crossed on your shoulders. And breathe here. And on the next exhale, lower the arms, your forearms down right in front of the navel, holding on to opposite elbows. And then from here, once again, gently tilt from side to side. And you'll feel the opening of your lower spine with this one. Inhale, come on back up to center. Exhale, release your arms, shake out your hands a little bit. And then take your arms out to the side once again. The palms are now facing the ground. And we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, touching the backs of the hands over our head, and then exhale, the hands back down to shoulder height. We'll do this about 10 times. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, stretch the hands up, squeezing the shoulders in towards the ears. Suspend the breath. And then exhale, slowly release the arms down to the side. Roll the shoulders back again. Good. And now take your right hand to your left shoulder and give it a little massage. Come down and squeeze your upper left arm. Bend your left elbow back and forth about 5 times. And then massage the lower left arm. And then do the same thing on the opposite side, taking your left hand to your right shoulder. Coming down your upper right arm. Bend your right elbow back and forth about 5 times. And give your right forearm a squeeze. Okay. Roll your wrists in circles in one direction. And then the opposite direction. Open up your hands really wide and squeeze them into tight fists. Open, close, open, close. Good, and now stretch the fingers of your left hand out with your right. And do the same thing to your right hand. Give your left hand a gentle massage, coming all the way down to the fingertips. Releasing any tension that you're holding on to in your hands. And do the same thing to your right hand. And then bring your hands together and interlace the fingers and then push the palms up towards the ceiling. Stretching up. Take a few breaths right there. And then on the next exhale, release your fingers from the intertwine and slowly bring the arms down, rolling the shoulders back. Just tilt your neck from side to side. And again, pause here for a moment, take a breath, feel the energy of your body, feel the warmth in your chest and upper back and your arms all the way down to your hands. Good. And now we'll work our way down the spine and into the belly a little bit. So again, with your feet about hip width distance apart, bring your palms to your knees. And if you need to scooch forward in your chair, you might need to do that here. And then inhale as you arch the back. Exhale as you round in the spine. Cat cow. Inhale and exhale. And we'll be here for about 1 minute. So start off slowly, breathing space between the vertebra. And then as your spine begins to release and warm up, maybe increase the speed for the last few. And then inhale, come to a neutral, straight spine. Take a breath. Good. Take your feet out a little bit wider now. And then from here, we'll move in our Sufi grind. So our chin remains parallel to the floor. And we inhale as we move the body forward and exhale as we come back around. And we'll go about 5 times in one direction. And then take it the opposite way. Inhaling as you go back and exhaling as you come forward. One more time around this direction. And inhale, come up to center. Take a breath. Good. And now aligning your shoulder to your elbow with the palm facing up. Take your right forearm to the upper right leg. And then imagining that you're opening the front of your body like a book. So you're opening up the body and then stretching that left arm up towards the ceiling. And just take your head or your neck rather to a place that is sustainable. So if it's comfortable for you to gaze up, do that. Otherwise, you can look at your right hand. Take a few breaths into your left side. And then if it feels good to lean a little bit further to the right, opening up that left side even further, go ahead and do that. Make sure you're maintaining your breath. Inhale. And then exhale, come back up to center. Take a breath here at center, observing the difference between the two sides. And then move to the opposite side. So left forearm to left upper leg, palm facing up, opening up the front of your body, and then reaching that right hand up towards the ceiling. Have your neck where it's comfortable. And then lean even further to the left if it feels good. Opening up that right side body, breathing space between the ribs. Inhale. And exhale, float yourself back up to center. Good. Again, just pause here briefly, take a breath. And now inhale, take the arms up like 2 goalposts. Palms facing forward, elbows aligned to shoulder height. And then inhale as you twist to the left. Exhale as you twist right. Inhale, exhale. One more to each side. And inhale, come to center. Suspend the breath, keep the arms where they are. And then exhale. Release the arms down. Roll the shoulders back. Good. And from here, bring your hands to your belly. If you want to bring your feet back in to about hip width distance, you can do that. And let's just do 30 seconds of a breath of fire here. So inhaling and exhaling rapidly through the nose while gently pumping the belly. And we'll begin now. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. And exhale. Releasing that breath. Good. Gently open your eyes. And we'll move into some standing postures now. So come up and stand right in front of your chair to begin. The backs of your calves can sort of graze the chair behind you. Feet are hip width distance. And bend your knees pretty significantly here, but don't allow the knees to go beyond the tips of your big toes, okay? Roll the shoulders back, engage your core, and then inhale, reach the arms up. The elbows coming in towards the ears. Let's call this chair pose. And if you find that I'll turn this way so you can see a little bit better. But if you find that your butt is sticking out too much, you just bring in your tailbone so that your spine sort of stays straight. Inhale, stand up. And now exhale, come into chair pose again, but bend the knees even more and come to sit in the chair behind you. And just adjust the distance from your chair as you need to, so you don't feel like you're going to fall or anything. Inhale, stand up again. Exhale, moving very slowly, isolating those muscles, bend the knees significantly and bring yourself to sit. We're going to do about 3 more. Inhale to stand. Exhale, bending, 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 coming all the way down to your chair. Inhale to stand. Exhale, bend in those knees deeply to sit. Last one, inhale. Exhale, bend, 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 and sit in your chair. Good. Reach the arms up overhead. Push those palms up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Release those arms back down. And just take the feet out in front of you a few times. Releasing that exercise. Good. And then come once again up to standing. And come behind your chair this time. Okay. And from here, take your feet out a little bit wider than the chair once again. Bring your hands to your hips and just roll your hips in circles in one direction. And then take your hips the opposite direction. And inhale, come back up to center. Good. With your feet still out a little bit further, further apart than the chair, point your toes at an angle. And then inhale here. And exhale, come down into a squat. You don't have to go down too far to get the benefits of this posture. And again, these standing poses are also kind of choose your own level of balance. So hold on to the chair if you want, or maybe bring your hands to your waist. Stay here for another breath. And then straighten the legs, come back up to standing. Good. And so we're gonna go up and down about 10 times here into a squat. Our inhale is standing up, and then exhale, we bend the knees, come down. Inhale, exhale. And down into the squat once again. Stay here for another breath. And then inhale, straighten the legs, come up. Good. Shift your hips a little from side to side. And then step the feet back in together. And bring the feet back to about hip width distance, keeping a bend in those knees. Inhale as you come up onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, roll down onto your heels, lifting the toes. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up onto your tiptoes. Stay there. And then release that exercise. Step the feet out a little bit. Good. Again, just sort of shift your hips from side to side. And now come so that your chair is on your left side. Playing with the balance of these poses, as always, just to the level of your comfort today. Keep a bend in your left knee. Bring your left hand to the chair. And then flexing the right foot, take your right leg out to the side and bring it back. We'll do 10 leg lifts on this side. Good. Release that, step the feet out. And then planting the left foot once again, keeping a bend in that knee, take the sole of your right foot to your ankle, your shin, or above the knee. So get your right foot into place first. Bring your right hand to the center of your chest, and then find a place in the room or on the floor in front of you to stare at. And then play with the balance a little bit. Sorry. Bringing your hand up off of the chair and maybe up to meet the right hand. And take 3 breaths wherever you are. And then on your next exhale, release that left hand down to the chair and release your right foot. Step it out. Good. And then come to the opposite side. So your chair is now on your right. Plant your right foot this time, keeping a bend in that knee, right hand on the chair. Flex the left foot, and then do 10 leg lifts on this side. Again, it's not important that you take your legs super far out to the side. One more. And release that leg, step it out. Plant your right foot, spreading the toes, keeping a bend in that knee. And now take the sole of your left foot to your ankle, your shin, or above your knee. And it might be different on this side than it was on the other side, so just be aware of that. Right hand is on the chair, bring your left hand to the center of your chest. And you can remain just like this, or if you want to play with the balance a little bit, find a place in front of you to gaze at. And then slowly come into your balancing position and take 3 breaths wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale. Release your right hand back down to the chair and then gently release that left foot as well. Step it out. Good. Bend a little from side to side, releasing that balancing posture. And then come on back down to seated, and we'll get into our hips a little bit more. Okay, so again, just keeping yourself in alignment, knees over your ankles, flex your right foot, and inhale that right ankle bone up to the top of your left knee. Sit up nice and tall, keep the elbows in at your sides. And then exhale, come leaning over that right lower leg. And gently tilt from side to side. Good. Inhale, come on up. Give your lower leg a squeeze. Roll your right ankle around in circles in one direction. And then the opposite direction. And then bring your hands down to your foot and gently massage your foot. And then release that right leg from the left. Shift in your seat from side to side. And then same thing, opposite side. So flexing the left foot this time. Inhale that left ankle bone up to the top of the right knee. Or I guess as you know, a modification for this is just to cross one foot over the other. If it's not possible for you to have your ankle all the way up on the top of your knee. Inhale, sit up. And then exhale, leading with your chin. Come folding over that left lower leg. Make some small micro movements from side to side if it feels good to you. And then inhale, come back up. Take your hands to your lower left leg. Give it a squeeze. Roll that left ankle around one direction and then the other a few times. Squeeze your left foot. Good. And then release that left leg. And come with your back against the back of your chair in a relaxed posture. Relax those shoulders, bring your hands to your lap. And then as your body begins to settle and you feel a little bit less stimulated from movement, allow your eyes to gently close. And come back into your body now. Spreading the toes on the floor, feeling grounded. Once again, checking in with your physical body, observing how it feels after our practice. Observe how you feel now mentally. Allow everything to relax. Your eyes are still behind the eyelids. Even your tongue is relaxed in your mouth. Teeth are separated. Good, and now bring your hands to heart center and gently rub your palms together. Bring your hands to stillness and bow your head towards your heart. And continue to breathe deeply here as you revisit the intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of class. Or call to mind the person for whom you dedicated this practice. Say a little thank you to yourself for showing up today. And as we go about the rest of this day and our week, may we do so with awareness. And may we continuously be guided by the presence of grace in our lives, our own higher self, our truth. May our actions always be in service to the whole. And may we uplift and elevate all those we come in contact with. Thank you for practicing with me today. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your week. Namaste.